This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Stick around till later to learn more.
It appears people are liking our game far too much, and I don't like it.
I'm not changing it over my dead body.
Prepare to experience something worse than Fallout. It just works. Say it! Say it just works!
It just works. It just works. It's doomed, everybody. Okay. God, this is just pinnacle of opening jokes. Is doomed. Okay. Bethesda is bad. There we go. All right. Thank you very much. The episode. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. That's how you start. Okay. Now. Okay. Where do we start? Now, Doom Eternal has been a gigantic failure. No, it has been a huge success. Let's face it. Everyone absolutely loved it. Up until maybe a week or two ago, the Metacritic score was saying only good things about Doom Eternal.
Sure.
You want to jump in?
It was a bit touch and go for a while. Recently, there was the drama with Mick Gordon when everybody thought, oh, maybe Bethesda bad. They mistreated Uncle Mick. We're not happy about that. Turns out, Mick actually was the dick in that. Mick the dick. That's not nice, is it? So I feel bad saying that. We love you, Mick, but obviously that was not a good situation.
Wasn't the best moment in the
Mick,
world,
unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly
so we're still waiting to hear his side of the story, by the way. He hasn't actually responded to that.
Which has been several
letter.
weeks now.
It has been a while, so I probably think we're maybe not going to hear that side of the story.
Nah.
Either way, it turns out that Bethesda and id wasn't bad in that circumstance. So the quest to find Bethesda bad in the release of Doom Eternal continued. Okay,
But you know what? They went back to the drawing board. They were like, hang on, guys, what's our plan B? And they've recently shown us what the plan B is. Now, they've got something called de novo anti-cheat. Now, it's the year of the kernels. I don't even know what a kernel was. The zero kernel or whatever. Every time I see a chart, it looks like a butthole.
we need to make Colonel Sanders jokes as well, right?
That's true, okay. Colonel Sanders jokes will anime Colonel Sanders. We're gonna throw that in somehow. But anyway, ultimately what it is the kernel is like, the more you go into the zero kernel in the computer's software or mainframe.
Oh my god, this is...
wait, we're getting there, right?
Stop, I can't.
The mainframe. It means that if you're at zero kernel, you have ultimate access to someone's computer in like all possible ways. And this is what the anti-cheat is doing.
That's the best description I've ever heard. It's definitely right. Let's go with that. That's what it is.
Go with that, right?
It's the mainframe. It's the ring. It's the vibe. Okay, it's all of those things.
To rule them all.
That's right. That's right.
That's what it is.
Look, the point is that kernel, like Ring Zero access for a computer, has been a very big talking point right now with the launch of Valorant. Riot's anti-cheat solution famously now has this level of access where it grants admin privileges to your computer. Look, it's fine in inverted commas if everything that Riot says is true and we can 100% trust them with their security and whatever else. The problem with a solution like this is it does open up your computer to vulnerabilities that didn't exist before, given how deeply embedded this software is. Also, Riot's solution runs all the time, even when you're not playing the game, okay?
I like my description better, but...
Sam's was much better, absolutely. So what's happened this week is that Doom, or id, or Bethesda, I would probably hazard a guess, has decided to add a new version of that to Doom Eternal, okay? It's not Riot's version, obviously. It's an entirely new thing from de novo. Now, you might know de novo as de novo DRM, the anti-tamper technology. That's the technology that basically is like anti-piracy, right? Everyone hates it because it means that your games are not accessible if de novo ever goes out of business. Also, it negatively impacts your performance as well, like that's well documented. Everyone hates de novo, but they were just doing anti-piracy in the past. Now they're doing anti-cheat, which is while the game is actually running, de novo is there to make sure that you are not cheating in games.
And de novo released a statement saying this: over the last 3 years, Ardito's de novo team has been building multiplayer anti-cheat solution. 2 years ago, Denuvo kicked off an early access program where AAA publishers and studios were invited to contribute today's most popular multiplayer titles as anti-cheat test platforms. After countless hours and millions of gameplay sessions, we're excited to announce the launch of Denuvo Anti-Cheat.
Yeah! Woo! We love you, Denuvo! We love you so much, Denuvo. Yeah, I'm so pumped. I love how
Millions of hours, by the way? That's a lot of hours.
I love how they're trying to make it sound like really good news.
I know.
Yeah, we've got anti-cheat coming. You wanted more Denuvo? Here it comes, baby! Like,
Denuvo Anti-Cheat goes live today, May 14th, 2020, to protect the battle mode multiplayer of Doom Eternal on PC, developed by id Software and published by Bethesda Studios. Let's be real. Who the hell is cheating in multiplayer Doom?
Oh.
No one! Let's be real here. This isn't even an actual thing within Doom.
Okay.
If it was an Evo sport, I'd be like, okay, let's make sure that this is fair for everybody.
no cheating in Street Fighter. That's what they want.
No cheating on Street Fighter. Or if it was a Twitch huge phenomenon, I'd say, okay, fine. Let's make sure that that's a real thing. This is the smallest part of Doom in the world. I'm sorry, but multiplayer is the smallest part of Doom, and it's not something people really buy it for.
I agree. Let's come back to that point, though, because first I think we need to talk about the backlash. Okay, because the backlash to this has been crazy. So here you're seeing a chart of Doom's user scores on Steam. No, this is Steam.
Wow.
There it is. How good's that? So that's what happens when you add Denuvo Anti-Cheat to your game. You go from being universally loved. This game, Doom Eternal, is now mixed on Steam.
Oof.
Can you believe that?
Oof.
Mixed.
At least something's been mixed now, right? With the soundtrack? No.
Wow.
You missed it, man.
Okay, I get it.
Come on.
It was pretty good, to be honest.
All right, thank you.
It was a bit of work to get there.
Yeah,
but
we
the
got there
payoff was
slowly.
worth
We got
it.
this slowly.
So,
I was going to say quickly, but the actual Metacritic score does not show the graph. It doesn't actually show you when the Metacritic score has also been brought down quite significantly, but you can't see how bad the review has been in the last several days.
yeah, and there's a lot of reasons for this as well, because obviously, first of all, people hate this security risk posed by this sort of technology, but also it actually negatively impacts performance. If you go on Reddit, numerous people have described situations where their game ran beautifully before, and now since this technology is running in the background, it's completely tanked their performance, you know? People cannot get refunds for Doom Eternal after they've added this bullshit. That's what's really frustrating, because it's a real bait and switch. You've bought a product thinking, cool, I know what this is, all good, it runs well, security, I'm fine with, whatever. You've played more than 2 hours of it, and now you go to Steam and you're like, can I please have a refund? And they're like, nah, you played more than 2 hours. Sorry, that, adding DRM is not included in the refund policy.
I think it's pretty weird, actually, that we still live in this world where, software is you can change it, and the moment it's bought, they can change it on you in any way, shape, or form.
Sure.
And you're not eligible for a refund. Yeah. If you buy a toaster and they walk into your house and well, we're just gonna put this shit on it to make sure if you use it, then we're notified or some shit.
We get paid every time.
We get paid every time you put the toaster in.
That's right.
It's just different with physical stuff.
Correct.
But it is not looking good, and I'm surprised that we would ever see Doom, the holy grail of games, to be ever actually so review bombed.
Well,
this
is the thing, right? Here's the deal. This actually is not about Doom Eternal, ultimately, okay? Bethesda does not give a fuck about anyone cheating in Doom. I promise you that. First of all, no one is cheating in Doom Eternal.
No one's playing the multiplayer.
No one's playing the multiplayer because it's just a little fun add-on, whatever. No one cares. It's not a thing, okay? So Bethesda don't give a shit about that. Why they are doing this is because they are testing this technology for the future. They want to add this to their entire portfolio of games, and the reason they want to add this is not partly to do with anti-cheat, of course, but the other thing that this technology does is protect Bethesda's microtransaction interests. So while this software is running, it stops people from running PC trainers, which allow people just to apply cheats to their games. So if you're playing a single player game and you'd like to just have infinite gold or whatever in Skyrim, boom, off you go, this sort of software stops you from doing that. And what this allows Bethesda to do is design all of their games around monetization in the future. And they know that, this kind of software protects that. This is what this is about.
Look, I would understand if, let's say, a free-to-play model comes out and they desperately need to protect their business, and there's people running rampant, that aren't playing the game of monetization with them, and the company's going bust. I'd be like, okay, cool. I can kind of understand. Well, drastic measures need to be put in place. It seems like this future that we are looking at now with games in single player spaces, where they want to completely police also things that are completely offline. It just is. It's a recipe for, you know, shitness. Exactly. You know, again, if it's server based, if it's online based, if it's competitive shooter based, anti-cheat stuff and whatever needs to be kind of policed. But this is going to be next frontier stuff, and it's not going to be the only company. I'm sure EA is going to be doing the same thing to protect their interests and make sure that monetization in a full price game is going to be...
Yeah, in offline games.
In offline games that are already fully paid, they want to make sure that they can monitor you.
For sure. Obviously, for online games, this sort of stuff already kind of exists, this anti-cheat stuff, by nature of the fact that, you know, it's a server-based game. Like, the servers control what items you have and whatever else. But if you've paid $60 for an offline, single-player game, and you want to apply some cheats to it, then fuck off anyone that tells you can't. You know what I mean? Like, that's ultimately the problem. This is a big risk for other companies like Ubisoft, for example, who do a lot of offline single-player games. They would love technology like this because they want to bake microtransactions into their products so that, you know, like, that's a huge revenue stream for them in games like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
This sort of technology, extremely attractive when it stops them from being able to do it.
Well, I wonder if they are still going back to the drawing board and actually changing that with single-player games. But if they don't, then they're going to absolutely love this. But I think the other thing is it's going to set a massive precedent. We're seeing, you know, Riot do it now, and of course we are seeing it with Bethesda. It just takes a few more publishers with a long list of games to jump onto this kind of technology, and it becomes just the standard across all games. And I'm sure over time it's going to evolve too. It's only a matter of time before, you know, a few months or even a year or so before we see the actual full picture of what this is going to look like.
For sure. Either way, guys, this sucks. Bethesda, we know you watch us. Please, delete this garbage shit from Doom.
They don't watch us.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
I wonder if Todd watched us.
We know what they watch.
Todd, have you watched us? Like, if you have. That's the show how we know.
Todd, if you're out there, drop us a like.
Drop us a like, pal.
So, guys, that's the end of the episode. We will keep you updated. This is a story that's sure to evolve. For now,
Laymen out. Alright, I finally feel like Australia may be slowly, ever so slowly getting back to normal, hopefully. And I feel like I got all this energy. I feel like I got all these things I want to do, man, but I just don't know what to do or where to go to learn all about the stuff I want to do.
Maybe you should start by going to the gym.
What?
Have you thought about maybe a different nutritional plan, Sam?
Are you saying that I've put on the pound through isolation?
Skillshare! Let's talk about Skillshare.
Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. On Skillshare, you can take classes in all sorts of things like animation, photo and film classes, storytelling classes, and image editing, and a lot more.
There's nutritional courses, home workout courses, wellness courses, all kind of courses on Skillshare, and I'm feeling skinnier already.
I think you took one of the trick photography courses, because from where I'm sitting, looks pretty much the same. I think you should stick with Skillshare.
Thanks, Ralph.
Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. Click below to check out Skillshare and get 2 free months of premium membership for the first 1,000 people. 1,000 this time. Thanks Skillshare for sponsoring the video. Give it a click, it always helps the layman, and we'll see you guys next time. Laymen out!